Okay, welcome everybody. Just take a minute to take a look at this disclaimer if you have not done so already. We'll get started in just a little bit. And if you'd like to listen along to the playlist I've provided, go ahead and get that ready. Once I pull this down, I'll give us a countdown and then we'll get started. So give me just a second to pull this down off the screen. All right. So again, welcome everyone. Get set to get started. If you want to listen along to my playlist, go ahead and get that ready. I'll do a countdown. I'll do 3, 2, 1, go, and then on go we go. Pretty self-explanatory. You can always feel free to listen to your own music too if you're feeling like something else instead. Maybe you want to listen to classical music, maybe you want to listen to metal music, I don't know. But we will listen to this playlist. So here we go. On 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so we're going to get started today down in our child's pose. So you can go ahead and find your way down onto your mat. Your knees can be close together. They can be spread out a little bit wider. You want to have your big toes come to touch. Start to have the hips sink back towards your ankles. Closing your eyes, and we'll just start to get settled in. Taking a couple big inhales in through your nose. Feel your belly, your rib cage, everything filling up, expanding nice and big. And then exhale. Go ahead, sigh it out through your mouth. Couple more of these inhales. You fill up. And as you exhale, you're sighing it out. And as you exhale, you're feeling yourself sinking into your mat, feeling the points of contact you have, your forehead, your upper arms, your hands, lower legs, your feet. Just trying to find ourselves on the mat physically, but also trying to have our minds come to settle here as well. And on your next inhale, you can think about, whatever it is that you've done past couple days, week that brought you here. Just think about all those things. Then as you exhale, just try to sigh it out and just sort of let them slide away. And then starting to bring your focus to your breath. Or inhaling again through the nose. You're holding at the back of your throat. You're exhaling this time back out through your nose. And as we start to find our ujjayi, our ocean breath, finding your own pace, your own rhythm, and we just try to keep our focus on our breathing. Because above all else, more than the stretching, more than the strength work we might do, maybe even a little cardio, this practice is about just trying to relax our minds. As you inhale, your fingers can inch towards the top of your mat. As you exhale, your hands can start to walk their way over to the right. They come off the edge of your mat. So you can start to feel a stretch along that left rib cage. And then slowly back to center, over to the opposite side. And then one more time, finding your way back to stillness. Our child's pose are in a designated resting place. If at any point you want to return here, you're welcome to do so. Although I suppose one of the benefits of these virtual classes is you could also just go sit on the couch if you wanted to do that instead. But if you're sticking around, at least for a little bit longer, let's make our way up onto our hands and knees, coming into our table. We want the wrists beneath the shoulders. The knees are beneath your hips. And we'll just take some time to circle. You can start small, and then you can get deeper and wider as you go. And then eventually taking some time to reverse, go the opposite direction from what you started. And maybe you end up in like a figure 8 type motion. Again, whatever feels good. And slowly back to stillness. We'll take our cat and cow stretches. As you inhale, your belly drops, your gaze looks up. Exhale, curling, rolling to your cat. Inhaling forward. Exhale, rolling up. Just a couple more at your own pace, with your own breath. If you want to come back to take some circles, you can do that. Just whatever you need. And then eventually we come to stillness. The fingers spread wide, the toes flip under, lifting your hips up, pressing them back, finding your way into your downward facing dog. Hands and feet are about hip width distance, pressing your weight back into your legs. This first out, you can walk it out, bending one knee and the other. As one knee bends, that other heel gets a little closer to your mat. And then eventually coming back to stillness. You might not be totally warmed up, especially when it's so cold out, but we'll hopefully get a little looser as we go. Take an inhale and look forward between your hands. Let your knees bend, drop your hips, and then stepping or hopping up to a forward fold at the top of your mat. Let's take an inhale and rise halfway, finding your flat back. Crown of the head shines forward, hands can come to the shins. Inhale, lengthening. Exhale, folding again. And then slowly, one vertebrae at a time, we roll our way up to standing. Your neck, your head are the last things to come up. When you get to the top, arms can find their way up overhead. And then hands through heart center. Let's let them fall to our sides. We'll root into our mountain. Toes come to touch. Feel the activation in the quads. The core, those shoulders are up and back. Arms extend to your sides. Palms are open. Fingers spread wide. Setting your gaze or closing your eyes. Just feeling this sense of engagement. Feeling the hands reach down, opening the shoulders if you've been hunching, typing all week. And then slowly, let's let the hands come to heart center. Take a moment to set an intention for our practice. Inhale, lifting your arms up overhead. Taking a slight little back bend, and then exhale, folding forward. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, the hands go down, the feet step back, finding high plank. This first time, let's let the knees come down, coming onto the tops of your feet. Elbows point behind you as you lower the chest and chin. Inhale, the heart lifts, finding a cobra. Exhale, the toes flip back. Downward facing dog. And we use these opening sequences to get ourselves loose, open, springy. But it's also a chance to start getting into that habit of linking our breath to our movements. So we'll do a couple more. Inhale, look up, bend the knees, drop the hips, stepping or hopping to the top of your mat. Flat back, inhale. Fold, exhale. Slowly curling your way to standing. Arms can find their way up overhead. Hands through heart center. To your sides, again, breathing tall here. Inhale, reaching up. As you exhale, it's up the left arm, reach forward. The right comes behind you, turning, looking down that back arm, your neck is okay with that. Inhale, reach tall. Exhale, switching, right goes forward, left goes back. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, this time you can swan dive, folding forward, leading with the heart. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, hands down, step the feet back. Find your high plank. Option this time to drop the knees like we did before, or keep them lifted as we lower and find our chaturanga. Inhaling forward to your cobra or your upward facing dog, where your hips and quads are off the mat. From wherever you are, then exhaling back, downward facing. Couple breaths here. So as we keep going through, our flow today, we'll keep doing that sequence: flat back, high low plank, up dog, down dog. It's up to you how you want to take that moving forward. You're welcome to modify it, dropping your knees, coming up through cobra, or doing the planks, your jump backs, which we'll start next time. We'll do one more. Inhale, look up, bend the knees, drop the hips, step or hop to the top of the mat. Flat back, inhale, exhale, fold, reverse. You can sweep up, you can curl up, whatever you prefer. Hands through heart center. To our sides, breathing tall. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, folding forward. Flat back, inhale. Exhale, hands down. You can step to your high plank. You could float back to your low plank if you're warm and ready for that. Inhaling, cobra or upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Take about 5 breaths here. Remembering to keep the fingers spreading wide. Feeling the heels pressing into the mat. And feeling your chest kind of squeezing in towards your quads. Inhale, look up, bend the knees, drop the hips, step or hop to the top of the mat. Flat back, breathe in, fold, breathe out, reverse and sweep tall. Hands through heart center to your sides. Draw your legs together. Reach your arms overhead. As you exhale, you're sitting back, coming into your chair pose. Core is engaged. Sinking down. Play around with your weight here. You can have the toes curl off the mat, or you can balance on the balls of your feet, lifting your heels. Keep reaching forward wherever you are. Inhale. Exhale, straighten and fold. Flat back, hands down, high to low. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, pike it back. Downward facing. As you inhale, lift your right leg tall. As you exhale, let that right foot step forward, planting. Coming up to your warrior one. Back foot is at a 45-degree angle. Front foot is forward. You're lunging into your knee. Your core is engaging. It's lifting your arms up overhead. Inhale. So you exhale, you're sinking into your lunge. Inhale. Turning, opening, finding your warrior two. Back foot is parallel with the back of your mat. Front foot is forward. Arms extend, they reach out. And then you're sinking low. Turning, looking over the middle of that front hand. Dropping your back arm, reversing your warrior. Exhale, windmilling your way down, step it back all the way, high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing, Exhale, downward facing. Inhale, the left leg lifts. Exhale, the left foot steps. Pivot, planting, strong core takes you up. Warrior one. Inhale. Sink a little lower. Turning, opening, warrior two. Arms reach out, feel yourself sinking. And as you go down, you're feeling your feet squeezing together. It's engaging the underside of your legs. Spin, drop, reverse. Exhale, windmill, high to the plank. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale it back, downward facing. Start to add speed. Looking up, bending the knees, dropping, stepping, hopping, flat back, fold, reverse, sweep up, sit back, land, Utkatasana. Inhale. Exhale, straighten and fold, flat back, hands down, high to low. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, pike it, downward facing, right leg lifts. Exhale, it steps. Plant, spin, big inhale, pull up, warrior one. Open, warrior two. Spin, drop, reverse. Windmill, high to low plank. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. The left leg lifts. It steps forward. Pivot, plant, rise. One. Open. Two. Sink. Reverse. Windmill. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Take a big inhale through the nose. Exhale, side out through the mouth. Inhale, look up. Bend the knees, drop the hips. Stepping or hopping. Flat back, inhale. Fold. Reverse, sweep up. Landing, chair. Inhale. Exhale, straighten and fold. Flat back, hands down. Stepping or hopping, high to low. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Lift the right leg tall. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, kick it tall. Exhale to the right elbow. Inhale, kick it tall. Exhale, bring it to the left elbow. Kick it tall. Step forward. Warrior one. Open, warrior two. Reverse. Find high plank and hold here. Rooting into the right hand. Spinning, turning, lifting the left arm up. Option to drop the lower leg and kickstand. Option to lift the top leg up from either position. Inhale, you're reaching tall. Exhale, square it off. Turn lower, chaturanga. Upward facing. Downward facing. Left leg up. Knee to nose. And kick to the left elbow. And kick to the right elbow. And kick. Step it forward. Pivot, plant, rise. One. Open. Two. Reverse. High plank. Left hand roots. Right arm reaches. Inhale. Exhale, square it off. Lower chaturanga. Upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Big inhale through the nose. Exhale, sigh it out through the mouth. One more of those, baby. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, sigh it out. Inhale, look up. Bend the knees, drop the hips, step or hop to the top of your mat. Flat back, inhale. Exhale, fold. Reverse, sweep up. Sitting back, landing chair, inhale. Exhale, sweep both of your arms to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, sweep left. Inhale, center to the right. Center to the left. Center, lift the heels, hold here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the heels, drop the hips low, arms behind you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten, fold forward. Flat back, inhale. Hands down. Stepping or hopping. High to low. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Lift the right leg. Knee to nose. And kick to the right elbow. And kick to the left elbow. And kick. Step it forward. Warrior 1. Open warrior 2. Reverse. High plank. Right hand down. Left arm up. Square it off. Chaturanga. Upward facing. Downward facing. Left leg up. Knee to nose. Kick to the left. Kick to the right. Kick. Step. Plant. 1. Open. 2. Drop. Reverse. High plank. Left hand down. Right arm up. Square it off. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Couple breaths here. Big inhale through the nose. Exhale, sigh it out through the mouth. Big inhale, fill up. Exhale, sigh it out. From our down dog, inhale, look up. Bend the knees, drop the hips. Stepping or hopping to the top of your mat. Take a flat back as you inhale. Exhale, fold. Reverse, sweep up. As you exhale, sitting back, landing in your chair, we're going to go on an adventure. So start to reach the arms out in front of you. And then you sit back really low till eventually you land. And we're coming to our boat pose. So you lean back, legs are going to extend, and arms are out. And if we're doing this pose this early in class, of course means we're going to do some core work. So as you inhale, but you extend out about halfway. And then as you exhale, you crunch back up. You can bend your knees as you do this. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Lift the legs, lift the arms, fold back, cross the ankles, roll forward, and you can float back to your plank. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Lift the right leg. Step forward, stay on the ball of the back foot. Arms reach tall, crescent lunge. Inhale. Exhale, drop the back knee, hover it off the ground. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Lift, lower, lift, lower, holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Start to tilt forward, straighten the legs, sweep the arms behind you, and lifting off, coming to your Dekasana. Flexing your foot, engaging your core. Slowly land back, coming up, warrior 1, opening warrior 2, reverse, find high plank, just lower to the mat. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. The left leg lifts, then steps. Stay on the ball of the back foot. Coming up, crescent lunge, lower that back knee, and lift, lower, lift, lower, lift, lower, hover. 3, 2, 1, sweep, lifting off, flexing the foot, engaging the core. Slowly land, warrior 1, open warrior 2, reverse, find high plank, hold here, lower the right forearm, lower the left forearm, the right hand under, the left hand under, lower chaturanga, press up, high plank, the left arm down, the right arm down, hold here. Strong core. Inhale. Right hand under, left hand under, lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Bring it back, downward facing. We can drop the knees. Coming back. Child's pose. Big inhale through the nose. Exhale, sigh it out. Welcome to reach your arms behind you. Arms are behind you. Slowly reach your arms back out in front of you. Inhale, lift that right arm tall. Exhale, thread the right arm beneath the left. Let the forehead or the right cheek drop to the mat. Slowly uncurling that right arm, bringing it back out in front of you. The left arm lifts. It threads under your forehead or your left cheek drops to the mat. Then slowly that left arm reaches in front of you. And we'll find our way back to a table. The toes flip under, lifting up, downward facing. And then from here, we're going to walk our feet up towards our hands. So taking these little steps and feeling free to bend your knees as much as you need to. When you get to the top, you're going to take a folded ragdoll. Interlacing the hands around the elbows. Gently swaying from side to side. Nodding your head yes. Shaking it no. And slowly letting hands fall to the ground. What's a class without a nice crow in it? So find your way down into a squat. And to start, just have your hands at heart center. Triceps on the inside of your knees. And so you'll notice as you pull your hands towards your heart center, it's going to hopefully straighten your spine up. And maybe you're just staying here, and that's great. Maybe if your knees are a little tight, you're a little taller. Or maybe you're going to have your hands come to the ground. Your hips lift tall. You start to toe heel the feet together. You engage the core. Lifting one leg, lifting the other. Coming up, finding your crow. Maybe you fly around for a second and then find your way back to the ground. And then straighten and slowly we'll just kind of curl our way up to standing. Take a standing ragdoll. Rolling the shoulders. And then slowly coming to stillness. Bring your feet together. Reach the arms overhead. We're coming down into our chair. We're going to bring our hands to our heart center. You're going to lean forward, lengthen, and as you exhale, you twist to the right. And the more you get into your seat, the more you drop the hips, usually the twist gets, then it's harder on your quads. So find that place that works for you, and then just breathe there. Hands can stay together. You can open up your arms. Each time you exhale, you're trying to get your heart a little bit farther over to the right. And then slowly, if your hands are open, go ahead and close them again. I want you to look down in front of your right foot. I want you to feel this left foot get light. The heel pops up. Then the leg pops up. You're standing here like a flamingo. And then you extend, step that left leg back. You're in a crescent lunge twist. Staying here for a second. And opening up the arms. Strong core is going to lift you to standing. Then as you exhale, you twirl, open warrior two. Check the alignment. Want the front heel to align with the arch or heel of the back foot. Arms are extending. So you inhale, straighten that leg, bring your fingers together overhead, peaceful warrior. Lunge, warrior two. Inhale, come up. Lunge. Inhale up. Lunge. Inhale, come up. Keep your leg where it is. The arms level off. Look forward. Reach as far forward as you can go with that right hand before you then pivot. Take it down into a triangle. So you want your hand either on your shin, maybe just resting on the inside of your leg, maybe to a block. Maybe you can get the fingers to the ground, but I don't want you to do that if it's going to send your top shoulder hunching over. It's better to be open and higher up than on the ground and hunched. So again, finding where that is for you and then breathing. And slowly we'll come up to standing. Pivot the front foot so it aligns with the back foot. Both of them are parallel with the outer edges of your mat. Inhale, reach tall. And as you exhale, you're folding forward. Your fingers can be aligned with the toes. You can walk them between your legs. Whatever you're doing, you're feeling the crown of the head sinking towards the mat. Slowly start to walk your wrists beneath the shoulders. I want you to bring your left hand directly beneath your face. And then as you inhale, lift the right arm tall. Try to think about having one straight line from the left wrist up through the shoulders. Inhale. Exhale, lower, switching sides. And then slowly lower. Bring the hands to the hips. Strong core takes you to standing. Turn the front foot forward. Then just big step up to the top of your mat. So we're coming to stand. We're going to do that again on the other side. Starting with our Utkatasana. Hands and heart center. Inhale. Exhale, twist to the left. Again, option to open up the arms. And then slowly finding our crescent lunge twist. Arms open up to standing. Inhale, exhale, twirl. Warrior two. I will spin so I face you guys. As we inhale, we straighten, we come up. Peaceful warrior. Lunge, warrior two. Inhale up. Lunge. Inhale up. Lunge. Inhale up. Hold. Arms level off. Look forward, reach. And then exhale, triangle. And then slowly come back up. Slowly feel the feet turn in. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold forward. Then whatever you did last time with your hands, do something different. Maybe you're reaching for the ankles, the toes. Maybe you interlace and have head fall towards the ground. And then slowly, let's just find our way back to standing. I want you to turn your feet to the outer, inner front corners of your mat. We're tall, and then we're going to start to put a bend into this right knee. Hands come down, hips sink back, balancing on the fingertips, coming onto the heel of the back foot. And then we're going to shift a couple cycles like this. You could lift the hands up. Just make sure the knee and the foot point in the same direction. And then slowly, let's take a scurry back up to the top of the mat, spinning, coming into a runner's lunge. You're gonna get set to a lizard. So I want your right foot to slide out to the edge of your mat. I want your hands to come down inside of it. The left knee is gonna come down. And then turn the foot so that your toes point to like 2 o'clock. And then slowly, I want you to lower the forearms, coming into the lizard. Slowly walking the wrists back under the shoulders. Take a quick counter stretch, but then just come forward, flip the back toes under, step the back leg in. Maybe if you're inclined, you can do a quick crow, but otherwise, let's have that right leg going back. Foot is to the ground, toes are to the left, forearms are to the ground. Slowly walking the wrists back under the shoulders. Leg comes to the center line. And then we can take a little counter stretch again. And then from here, we're just gonna find our way to a seated position with our legs out in front of us. Making your spine tall. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, folding forward. And then slowly coming up to a tall spine. Let's hug the right knee in. Cross the right leg over the left. And then you twist, turning towards the leg. You can wrap your arm around. You can hook it. Whatever you want to do, just turn and look behind your right shoulder. Slowly switching. Right leg extends. Left goes over. Same thing. Slowly back to center. Bring the knees in towards you. Let's lower onto our backs. And then slowly lowering. Get set for our back bends. Feet are on the ground. You want them placed. You can just touch your heels with your fingertips. And then pressing into the soles of the feet, lifting the hips, lifting the spine, coming up. And slowly lowering. We'll get set to do one more back bend. Can do another bridge. If you'd like to take wheel, bringing your hands to either side of your head, then extending from there. Feel free to do that. Bridge and wheel. Inhale, let's rise up. Hold it for the count of 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly lowering. Everyone pull the knees into the chest. Arms circle around. Arms extend out at your sides. Let your legs drop to the right. Have your head fall to the left. Slowly back to center. Legs go left, head goes right. Slowly back to center. Reaching between the legs for the big toes of the inside arches, lifting the soles up. Gently rocking from side to side in your happy baby pose. And then slowly releasing, extending your legs long down the length of your mat. Palms turn and face up. We will get set to release our Ujjayi breath. Big inhale through the nose, filling the belly, rib cage all the way to the collarbones. Exhale, side out through the mouth. One more inhale, filling everything up. Exhale, releasing. Settling into your Shavasana. Relaxing your body. Relaxing your mind. Slowly starting to bring your awareness back, bringing movement to your fingers, to your toes. When you're ready, reaching your arms up overhead, taking a full body stretch, and feeling all that length from your heels to the tips of your fingers. Drawing your knees to your chest, rolling to your right side. Using your arms to help press yourself up to a cross-legged seated position, eyes closed, spine is tall. Taking a moment to thank yourself for coming out today and caring for your body, for your mind. Bring our hands to our heart center to lead with a kind heart. Thumbs to our lips to speak kind words. To our third eye to think kind thoughts. Respect to ourselves and to each other. I bow to you. Namaste. Thanks for coming out today, everyone. Hope you all had a good time. If you have any questions, I can stick around. Feel free to email me, message me, whatever. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day, your weekend, and hope to see everyone again.